what's up, Springfield? We are excited to share with you season 2 of Springfield Stories. Season 1 was amazing, and we were able to hear and share the stories and the journey of our neighbors right here in our community. Season 2, we have more great stories for you to hear, because we all have a story. We all have an authentic story and a journey, and when we share those stories, it increases our capacity to show compassion, bring unity, and even encourage one another here in our community. So check out this story from one of your neighbors. What's up, everybody? This is Aaron. Welcome to season 2 of Springfield Stories. We have some great stories to tell. We have a good one today, so share your name.
I'm Tyson, Dearmond, 29.
Born and raised here in Springfield?
Yes, sir. Born and raised.
Tyson, good to have you, man. Good to have you, man. So, as always, man, as we share your journey, your story, you're 29 years old. I'm sure there's been a lot of ups and downs in this 29 years of living. So let's start from the beginning, man. Share what was your upbringing like, your family dynamic, childhood, all that.
Pretty normal, sports, a lot of brothers and sisters. I got a brother the same age, so we the youngest of 13 of us. Mom and dad, married, point, divorce, different households, it still work, mutual respect. Got a little older. Looking up to my big brother, I started stealing bikes, doing the wrong things, dad on me, mom on me, trying to do the right thing, doing the wrong thing. Pretty average kid's life, you know what I'm saying? Pretty average, man.
What? You said 13 brothers and sisters, man. You got to back up on that.
Nah, I got 6 brothers and 6 sisters. There's 13 of us all together. Yeah, total.
Gotcha. I'm about to say, man, that's
I ain't got 13 brothers.
That's a big family, man. So what was that dynamic like, man, having that many brothers and sisters? Got 6, that's still a lot. So what was that like growing up for you?
Man, it was great. I mean, it was great. Like, we all close-knitted, it was just great. I'm the youngest, like I say, so I got them. I can go get anything I want. I ain't got to worry about nobody trying to do nothing to me. Always got something to do, go where I want, get to do what I want. It was great, man. I love it.
What about education, man? Were your parents, real big on education?
Oh, yeah. My dad was big on that. My mom and dad was big on that. My dad had a real pet peeve for stuff like bad grammar. You know what I'm saying? He corrected me. I say ain't, he isn't, stuff like that. My mom, she worked a lot, but, she made sure we get to school and get the homework and everything done. But when it come to like education, my dad was on it. He was on it. He was on it, man.
What grade school did you go to?
Well, I started off going to Parent Woods, and then I was just going back and forth between Parent Woods and Highlands. Between them two, we was moving a lot. And so Parent Woods, Highlands, then I'm back at Parent Woods, and I'm back at Highlands, and I finished in Parent Woods. We actually closed the school. Really? The old one anyways.
Yeah. So, man, so that's good. And honestly, man, I don't hear a lot of people say that their fathers was the real big component of education. Most people say it's my mom, who was with it, man. So that's really cool, man. So what was your relationship like? Well, before we go there, let's stay with education. What was your middle school and high school like?
I went to Hayward, and problem child, always in trouble, suspended, fights, all of that. High school, I went to South my 9th grade year, and then Springfield High my 10th grade year. Then my 11th grade year, I got kicked out. Let me see. In the 10th grade, I got kicked out of Springfield High, and I was going to Kiefer. Then I got kicked out of Kiefer. I had to go to Life Skills, and then I went back to Springfield High in 11th grade, and that's pretty much where everything kind of turned to be real bad.
So let's talk about that. Maybe you want to talk about it. Like, what you went to Hayward, and you said it was a problem child. What do you think led to that? Like, what led to your
man? A
lot of your
my older brother Dijon, man, rest in peace, man. He was just to me, I don't know how everybody else looked at him, but to me, he was just that guy, man. The way he dressed, the girls, the way he talked, his friends, and I seen what he was doing, and I just kind of wanted to follow him. So, you know, that's really how it turned. I don't want to put it off on my brother, but, you know, I wanted to be like him, and I started doing the same stuff pretty much.
Yeah. So how was that at that point? Was the influence with your mom and dad, you know, in school and getting in trouble, and like how did they navigate?
What, between each other or with me?
Both.
Well, between each other, I mean, like I said, it was pretty cool. Like, you know, my mom was super nice to me. Like, you know, she'd yell and do all of this, but she ain't really doing nothing. My dad, yeah, you getting punished over there. You getting that belt, you getting all of that. So pretty much if I get in trouble at school, I have to go over there, and if you in trouble, you can't go outside, you can't do nothing, ain't nobody coming over, you getting a whooping. Like, he was stern on that. Like, so that's pretty much how that went.
Yeah. So you made it through Hayward, man. Then you said you got to high school. I mean, what was your, other than, you know, just trying to use the influence of your brother, what else stemmed from those issues you was having in high school, you know, and
like what else, like what came of it?
Yeah,
man, that's I was 16, and well, I met a girl, which I met a girl. You know, we was messing around. She ended up pregnant when I was 16, so I'm like, man, I got to get some money. So based off of what I've been doing and what my mindset was, my plan was I got to hurry up and get some money. So I tried to rob somebody when I was 16, and in the commission of the crime, somebody ended up getting shot and killed. And, you know, I ended up bounded over when I was 16 as a juvenile with a murder case, aggravated burglary cases, stuff like that. And, you know, grace of God, you know, they kind of looked out, I guess I can say. You know, they could have took my life because all this evidence was against me, but they didn't. And yeah, I went to prison when I was 17. I did 6 years, and yeah, I got out. You know, not to skip. I don't know if y'all want me to skip, but I got out.
It's your story, man. You can tell wherever.
Oh yeah, well, when I was 16, I did a robbery. Somebody got killed. I got bounded over. My mom actually took her income tax check and came and bonded me out. My dad bought my lawyer, and I was out on bond on an ankle monitor, still messing up. I'm riding around. One day. I'm selling drugs. I get caught with the drugs. I get my bond revoked. Now I'm sitting back in the county at 17. Yeah, and that was hard. So I'm sitting in the county at 17. You know, mom and dad still there, girlfriend still there. I get 6 years. I go to prison as a juvenile. I turn 18. You know, a year after I was 18, I'm 19. You know, my dad, he gets killed at the barbershop. You know, that was pretty bad. You know, he gets killed at the barbershop, and that kind of messed my family up mentally. You know, years later, I get rolled out. I'm getting in a lot of trouble. You know, because I was getting in so much trouble, I couldn't even go see him at his funeral or nothing or anything. So I get out. I'm 23 now. I'm angry at the world. I want revenge from my dad. So I'm out here. I'm beefing with I'm into it with a lot of people, and it's getting pretty serious. And you know, I end up going back to jail. I catch a PV. You know, my PO and them come in. They find bullets and everything. I do 9 months for that. I get out from that. Still angry. I'm still wanting to hurt everybody. I ended up back in jail. Now I'm doing 3.5 years, and that's pretty much where I'm like, you know, let me figure out what I want to do with myself, because I can't keep doing this. I got a daughter I don't even know. I got out, went off to 6. I had 2 more kids. Like, I don't know them. Now I got 3 girls. I'm absent. So, you know, I do that time. While I'm doing that time in 2020, December 12th, my big brother, the one that I said I look up to, and he gets killed at the corner store, Little Joe's. He gets killed, you know. But now I'm thinking different. So I'm like, well, instead of being angry and wanting to take somebody else's life or something like that, I'm going to live for them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to do the right thing, start programs and stuff like that, and, you know, name it after them and honor them and just let their name be remembered for the good that they did instead of the bad. Like, so that's pretty much, you know, how I ended up here and just doing all the positive stuff within the community that I'm trying to do, pretty much.
What would you say, man? You know, because you was like, you know, 17, you know, you get bound over, and what would you say to the young men who you see going down that same path?
Man, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. It ain't what it's cracked up to be. I've done been on the juvenile side of it. I've done been on the adult side of it, living wrong. I've done been in both places. And it's not worth it, man. Being out there, you know, having people trying to take your life, or you trying to take people's lives, and like it ain't worth it, man. It's not worth it. The clothes, the cars, you know, the fake love that you think you got, like it's not worth it, man. It's not what you think it is. Sitting in jail, because a lot of them ain't even never been to jail, or it's not worth it, man. Sitting in there, people telling you what to do, how to live, when you can eat, when you can sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like, hard labor, getting paid pennies a day, like, it's not worth it. Missing your family, girlfriend's gone, like, you having kids, you can't take care of them, you know, having to reset your life all over when you think you're doing all right, it's not worth it, man. Losing people you love, you don't get to spend them last days with them, and, you know what I'm saying, thinking about the last conversations, it's not worth it, man. It's better to be here on this side of freedom, doing the right thing, you know, spending time with the people that really love you and really want to see you prosper in life. Like, that's what it's about, man.
You said, man, you know, that when your dad was killed, you said it played on you mentally, and that sparked a lot of anger, right? So how did you navigate, you know, what eventually, man, what pulled you out of that anger? You know, because a lot of, man, people, as we were talking prior to this, man, they're walking around here, they have a lot of anger, built up anger and hostility in them, and we just kind of think that they're just off-cuff bad people, but we don't take time to see that there had to be something to trigger that. You know what I'm saying? You just didn't wake up one day and say, I'm just going to be angry at the world today. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a multiple of sequence of events that led to that. And I heard you say, man, when your dad was killed, man, that sparked a lot of that anger. So how did you pull out of that, man?
Man, you know, y'all said y'all wanted me to be authentic. So, like, my dad's case wasn't never solved. Like, we don't know who did it, you know. So, I mean, I'm still angry about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm still angry that ain't nobody ever, justice wasn't never served for us. Like, yeah, I'm still angry, but, you know, you can be angry, you know what I'm saying? But it's about how you handle it, man. Like, it's about how you handle it. Like, so, I mean, you're going to be angry if you lose a loved one and you don't even know who did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just, me personally, like, I can't speak for the rest of my family, but me personally, like, I'm still angry, but it's like, me presenting this anger to the point that it becomes, you know what I'm saying, a verb where I'm out doing stuff, like, I'm hurting myself. So it's better for me to be like, okay, I'm angry, like, I'm salty about it, but I'm just gonna move on with my life and just understand I can't change the past. I can't change it. Nothing's gonna bring him back, and I'm just gonna keep pulling myself down if I don't learn how to move on and just live with what happened, man. Like, it ain't, I gotta move on, or I'm gonna end up where he is, you know what I'm saying, or in jail, which is in jail for the rest of my life, which is worse to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want either one of them options. Like, so, you know, But like my brother was killed too, like I say. But you know, his killer, he's in jail. You know, he's doing 20 to life. So you know, do I forgive him for it? No. Like, you killed my brother for no reason, man. Like, you killed my brother because of somebody else. Like, so I'm still angry at that too. But you know, it is what it is. Like, you know, I'm just moving on, man. Like, me personally, you kill somebody that I love, man. I don't forgive you, man. I'm not never gonna forgive you, man. Like, but I'm just gonna move on with my life. Like, I'm not trying to hurt nobody. It's about me at the end of the day. Like, it's about me and where I'm going in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I don't forgive you, no. Like, my mom is still broken behind my brother. Like, my grandma is still broken behind my dad. Like, my dad's kids, my brother's kids, like, they all broken. They ain't healed, man. So I'm just moving on with my life, man, and trying to do something better to make sure we don't have to keep feeling this, man. Like,
that's valid. That's valid. You don't
and
have
nobody else has to feel this either. Like, I'm trying to stop. So nobody has to feel this, man. Yeah. We can stop all this nonsense. Everything leading to somebody dying, man. We can just stop all this, man.
Yeah, that's valid, man. Because, and as you said, which is true, man. You're going to be angry at stuff, man. You know, but there's a way to channel it, and there's a way to, you know, navigate through it to where you don't keep the same cycle going over and over again. You know what I'm saying? Because if you channel that anger and you act it out, it's like you're just keeping that same vicious cycle going over and over. So you have to change that mindset, change how you navigate through the anger, man. So now you got out, you know, and what's your relationship now with your kids, man? Like, move us to once you get out of prison, then what's the next transition in life for you?
As of right now?
Yeah, as of right now, man. Like, what's your relationship like with the girls? So you got 3 kids, 3 girls. You know, what's your relationship like, man, being a father? What was that? How did that play on your mind, man?
Man, them is my babies, man. Like, them is my babies, man. You know, they happy to see me, and you know, I'm still gone a lot because I'm on a different path that I've never been on. So I'm meeting new people, and you know what I'm saying, I'm doing stuff which everybody understands. I spend, you know, a lot of time with them, and you know, them is my babies, man. And you know, I got a 12-year-old, and she understands I'm out here trying to make a better life for us. You know what I'm saying? So we can live in a bigger house. So y'all can go to better schools and have better stuff in life. Stuff that that my parents, you know, bless their heart, did the best that they could. But they did the best they can, but to make sure that their childhood and, you know what I'm saying, their teenage years, to make sure it's a lot better than mine was. So they're not feeling like they got to resort to something they don't have to do to get what they want. Like, you know what I'm saying, we can do that. Like, you know, so, I mean, they're everything. Like, they're the reason why I wake up every day and just want to be successful in life, man.
Yeah. Your siblings, man, you still got a tight relationship with all your...
Yeah, every one of them. Every one of them. We kick it, we party, we drink, we celebrate. Holidays, we do all that, man.
That's good, man. Yeah. That's good, dude. I'm telling you, I got 2 sisters, 1 brother. I don't know what I would do, man, with 6 on each side. Swig is enough.
Yeah.
No, man, that's my bro, man. I love him, man. But it's solid, man, you know, and it's also good, man. What I love about your stories that, you know, you got another chance to be a part of your girl's life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of men, fathers that's locked up or died, and they just didn't get that second chance, you know. But you have another chance, man, to be a part of your girls' lives, man, and make sure that they, you know, you set that example for them. Like, yeah, you know, I may have had, that's what I love about these stories, man, because we can't hold people to their past, you know. You may have had this as in my past, I may have done this, but everybody got to change. Everybody got to turn around point, you know, to where I'm on to something new. So what's your heart, man, as we wrap up, man? Just where's your heart at now for the city of Springfield?
Man, I want Springfield to look like it was when I was 12. You know, everybody's out riding their bikes around, you know, playing basketball at the Y. You know, there's a bunch of people down there. Everybody's at the park playing in tournaments. 4th of July, somebody's out there holding basketball tournaments and rap contests, and ain't nobody dying, you know what I'm saying? These girls, they dressed up, looking cute, they going out walking, and it's nice out. Like, just a community, man. Like, it's a community. You know, it takes a village to raise a child, man. Like, so everybody's looking out for everybody's kids. You see my kid do something they not supposed to do, you calling me, you telling me about it. You might even get on my kids because it's all right. Like, just a community, man. Like, everybody's just one. It's all love, man. I just want the community to just be love, man.
What do you what is something positive? Well, let me do this. You mentioned it about growing up, man, how the city it was just, which I remember that as well, man. You know, everybody just it was just cool. Like, you could just hang out, man, walk bikes everywhere.
It was
man.
rare to hear about somebody getting shot. It was
Very
like
rare.
the talk of the city.
Yeah, very, very rare. I do agree that. Me, man, I was in drumline for like half my life, man. So that's all we did, man. So, you know, it was really cool, man. But what are some things you think we can do to get back to that place?
Man, everybody just got to come together, man, and just see the same picture, man. Have the same vision, want the same things, just want the same thing, man. You can't have one person wanting to stop the gun violence and then, you know, adult. You can't have one adult wanting to stop the gun violence and then one adult wanting to keep it going. It don't work. It don't work because I can't grab everybody. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to have the people who wants to follow me, and you're going to have the people that want to follow you. Now, if we can get on the same page for peace, you know what I'm saying? If we can get on the same peaceful page, you know what I'm saying, then it works. Because the kids only have positive people to look up to. If you only got positive people to look up to, you don't know to do wrong. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you gravitate towards the wrong person, then you're going to do the wrong thing, and then you're going to manipulate your friends, and then all y'all want to do the same thing, and then it's just more people's following y'all, and then it's just out of control, man, which is where we are now.
Yeah. So as we wrap up, man, what are some what are some positive things you're doing here in the city, man? Who you working with? What are some things?
I'm working with you, Aaron. I'm in contact with Miss Nettie Carter. Down here at the Shamrock Bowling Alley. Well, I'm gonna have a meeting with him. I'm trying to get a boxing tournament going. So, I go to the Stop the Gun Violence meetings, which consist of Mr. Dan Driscoll, the prosecutor. I see Detective Jordan in there, and there's a sheriff in there. I don't really know everybody's names yet, but I go to that, and I'm working with Robert Mackey, aka RB. He's real positive in the community. He got a story to tell. Stephen Massey. It's a list of people who reach out to me, man, love me. James Cooper. It's a whole list of people, man.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you, Tyson, man, for sharing your story.
Yes, sir.
And definitely coming, man, to bring positive things back into the city, man. Because again, like I said, man, you could be the one to say, you know what, man, I'm just gonna stay in this mindset. This is what it is. But the fact that you had that turnaround moment, man, you want to see something better for the next generation. We applaud you for that, man. So thank you for sharing your story.
Thank you for having me.